Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you're able to join me on today's episode. My name is Mary Ogunbola of Creating with Mary, and today I'll be talking about clarity. If you've not yet subscribed to my video, kindly click on the red subscribe button down below this video. And for you returning subscriber, thank you for always tuning into this channel. I appreciate your support. Please click the like button if you like this video, and share my videos to your friends, to your networks. You will never know who may need to hear some of these things the most. And please drop a comment. I always love to read your comments. I love for our interaction not to be limited because the video has ended. I love us to continue the dialogue. With all the stress of modern living, it's easy to get caught up with all the demands of living in this time and in this age, accompanied by stress and worry. But with clarity, that is not going to be the case. So what is clarity? Clarity essentially means seeing things clearly as they are, not as we want them to be, or not as others want us to see them, but exactly as they are. And with clarity comes a lot of focus, a lot of energized sense of purpose, and like moving in the direction of something that may make life a little easier and better for us. Many people seek clarity in different areas of life. In these areas, in learning who am I and why am I here, that's one of the big questions of life that many people have. And we tend to seek clarity in this area of who am I, why am I here. Another area people seek clarity is what can I do to improve on my health, which my health is not as good as I would love for it to be. What can I do to improve on my health? People seek clarity also on their relationships. This relationship is giving me stress. This relationship is not making me happy. So people seek area in jobs, careers, and businesses. I feel frustrated on this job. I feel exhausted every day. Also parenting. I'm a parent. I feel frustrated. I feel lost most of the time. So people seek clarity in all these areas of modern day life, which is quite different from the olden days. Of course, we are here and then we have to live here. And what we need to do to be able to gain clarity is to be present in this moment, to be present in this time now that we have, this time that we have, to be present in it and not be living in the past or living in the future. And to see clearly what is in front of us and what we are experiencing. So I'm going to be sharing 6 ways that we can achieve clarity in our life. A lack of clarity brings a lot of distraction into the person's life. There's no focus. There's a lot of confusion in the mind, in that person. There's a lot of distraction. There's no energy to move because there's so many things that is calling for the attention of that individual. But with clarity comes a lot of good energy to move forward in the direction where you feel this is where my life's purpose is. So you find yourself moving in that direction without stress, without feeling as if, oh, I'm lacking behind my colleagues, or I'm lacking behind my classmates or my family members. You don't feel any need for comparing or competition because there is clarity. You know that this is what is right for me in my own life. And so that is one of the things that a lot of people really seek. And I've asked that question for forever. And I'm glad I'm able to achieve some clarity in some areas of my life that I've asked for clarity. So how do we achieve clarity in life? The first one will be, we have to create the space and the time. To be intentional about getting clarity, you have to create a dedicated time, create a space to be alone. Many people will say, oh, I'm so busy. But then that means you don't really need that clarity as much as you claim you need it. Because if you need clarity, it will help to clarify, to make clear all the things you are busy about. So anyway, so we are busy with so many things, but sometimes it's just 1 or 2 things we need to be busy about, rather than all those many things that we are busy about. The first one is that you need to create space and dedicate time to be alone. Because it's is a fundamental requirement for all the others to follow. It's not creating time alone to watch Netflix or creating time alone to read a book. It's just creating time alone to be able to do all these other, the very next things that I'm going to mention subsequently. So create time to be alone and create time to be silent. So the second thing I would say is to be able to journal or reflect. So this area of my life, this my career, this is what I've been feeling about this job and this career. This is what I feel stressed, I feel frustrated most of the time on this job. I don't think it's the right thing I should be doing with myself. I need to align with my life's purpose, what I'm doing as a means of income. Journaling, you write down these thoughts, you write down these experiences, these feelings, these emotions that comes in with the job. Like, try to put them down on paper so that you don't forget. You have a concrete idea of what it is that is not clear, what you need to be doing. Then also you need to reflect. How long have you been on this job? Well, how did it start? What are the current situations of the job? You know, those are things you want to think, to reflect about, and put your reflections down on those journal. Then the third thing is very important, is to meditate and contemplate. Now, in the religious parlance, it's called prayer. Now, but the difference between prayer and meditation is that prayer means you're talking to God, our divine source. But in meditation, you're listening. It's supposed to be a two-way communication where you talk and then you listen for directions. You listen for information that will come to guide and provide direction on those things that you have talked about or prayed about or contemplated about. But quite a number of us, once we prayed, open our mouth and speak, we don't dedicate time to listening to what comes up from our divine source, from within. Remember, any of the good things that we want in life that is immaterial will come from deep within us. Depending on how long we have cultivated the habit, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, longer, whatever comes to you at that period, write it down, try to take note of it. The fifth thing then will be take action based on what you have noted down, based on what has come to you. Try to start doing something about it. Okay, so an idea came to your head, maybe you could try this. Do something about that thought that came to your head, or that information that came to you at that time when you were meditating. Now, the sixth thing would be, after you've taken the action, after you've done something, you need to reflect on what you have done and against what you're seeking clarity about, the job, and what you have done and how you feel, what you think has happened in line with what you're seeking direction, what you're seeking clarity about. Most times when things become clear to us, we become peaceful within us. Clarity usually comes accompanied with peace. When we are peaceful about the decision, when we are peaceful about a certain line of action, there is clarity, there is peace. Of course, peace comes along with our friends, joy and happiness. You feel happy, you feel joyful about moving forward in the direction that you're heading. So most times through our education, we have been conditioned somehow that the career that earns us the most money is the way we should follow. But this doesn't take into cognizance the fact that each person's life purpose is different. So if my purpose in life is to help others, but what I'm doing doesn't align with the helping of others, I would feel stressed and frustrated because I'm not in alignment with who I am and what I've been sent here to do. Gaining clarity in areas of our lives is very important, and these are some of the ways I've gained clarity in some areas of my life. I remember when I was a young adult, I used to have a lot of sore throats, and I casually mention it in conversations that I suffer sore throat a lot because I thought that was a normal thing. After some time, I started thinking about it and I said, well, I think this is something that could improve. I cannot remember the last time I've had sore throat. It was something I suffered very regularly, almost on a monthly basis. I have sore throat or some itching in my throat. Naturally, I don't like cold water or high. I prefer it to be lukewarm or just a little bit cold. And I've seen friends that would chew ice, and they will still not get sore throat. So I used to wonder about that. So this was something that I sought clarity about. And over time, I came upon lemongrass. And if you've seen some of my videos about lemongrass, one I shared about lemongrass here, it's been like a lifesaver for me. I mean, apart from curing common colds and sore throats, lemongrass has loads and loads of benefit, packed with a lot of vitamins and antioxidants. It has helped me to improve my health. In that area of my health has improved greatly because of lemongrass, and I'm such a researcher about health and well-being. This is what clarity is about. Clarity is about getting clear, being clear, seeing clearly what it is that is facing you, so that you are able to take action based on what you have seen very clearly. It's no more blurry, it's no more foggy, it's very clear, and so you're able to take action in line with what you have seen clearly, and then you're able to move forward in the direction that is in line with who you are and the purpose you are here to serve. And I pray that you achieve clarity in your life. And if you're trying to ask the question, who am I and what am I here to serve, I'm going to be doing another video about that, and so watch out for that video coming out soon. So I hope that you find clarity in your life. If one of your area of finding life clarity is in discovering what your purpose is, I pray you gain that clarity so that your life become even more meaningful, more joyful, more impactful. Overall, as a being, you get to experience life more profoundly and more immensely. That in itself is what we desire as humans. And I hope that you get to achieve that in your life. Thank you for watching. If you've gotten clarity in some areas of your life and you'd like to share some other tips and other ways in which you achieve clarity, kindly share them below as we get to learn from each other. I appreciate you tuning into this channel today, and I'll see you again sometime soon.